Hi, I'm back again with video, obviously, because why would I be back? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about an incident that took place in Medina, and it's very interesting. To understand this incident, it took me some time because I found it difficult. There were so many angles that I needed to work with, and hence, while like I'm presenting this incident in front of you, it's also like I'm finding a bit difficult to talk about it, like you can see I'm blabbering. Okay, so okay, this took place in Medina. Okay, and Allah Rabbul Alamin, due to this incident, revealed ayat number 105 to ayat number 113 of Sura An Nisa, where Allah Rabbul Alamin talks about this particular theme. And the theme is providing justice, and especially providing justice to the minority, that minority group of minority people that live within our society and everything. Okay, so Islam takes it so like gives it so much importance, like how we treat the minority, how we treat other people, and everything. So to understand this incident, you need to consider three situations. Like you need to know about three situations what that was going on in Medina back then. Okay, situation number one: what was happening with the Muslims? Okay, so the Muslims, they were migrating to Medina for quite some time, and by that point our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam already migrated to Medina from Makkah. And Muslims back then did not have anything to their name, like they were very poor, and they were struggling financially. They did not have anywhere to stay, most Muslims, and they couldn't eat on regular basis. Like one day they would eat and the next 3 days they would starve. They had left everything in Makkah, their relatives, their family members, their businesses and everything. So yeah, they literally did not have anything to their name, and that was how they were like living in those days. Okay, situation number two: in Medina there were two powerful tribes. One was Al Aus and the another one was Al Khazraj, and they were enemy to each other. Like they had been waging wars on each other for the past 40 or 50 years, like prior to our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And like they had a lot of problems, as you can, like they had a lot of beef with each other. Okay, so when our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam reached Medina, a lot of people from these two tribes accepted Islam. So once you accept Islam, so you're just Muslims. It does not matter which tribe you belong to, you're Muslim. And one Muslim is a brother or a sister to another Muslim. That's how Islam, that's what Islam teaches us, right? Okay. So whatever volatility they had within themselves, whatever disagreements, quarrel, and arguments they had within each other, it was slowly dissolving, but it was still not, they were still not quite there yet. Like they had still 40-50 years of history between them. So it was a very critical moment for everybody actually in Medina. Okay, so that's situation number two. Situation number three: the Jewish community. So there were, I think the Jewish community were a minority. There were even within the Jewish community, there were some powerful tribes, there were some powerful leaders and everything. But this is how the Jewish community was to the Muslims. They hated our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They hated the Muslims, but they did not show it outright. At least most of them, they kept it within themselves, and on the outside they were like, okay, yeah, you keep to your side, I'll keep to my side. Like we're chill, we vibe and everything. Like 21st century lingo, 1400 years back, just interesting. So yeah, but at that point they did not show it outright, but they did show it outright later on. Okay, so these were the three situations that was going on in Medina. Okay, now among all this that was going on, someone stole something from their house. Okay, so there was this Sahabi called Rifa from Al Aus tribe. Okay, so this person bought some wheat, and wheat was very expensive back then. It was an imported product which used to come from Syria. right? So like Muslims who had a little bit of money, they would buy wheat, to entertain guests, to cook for themselves. Occasionally they would buy wheat and like store them in their house. So this Sahabi bought that wheat, and also he had some weapons. Okay. I have to admit something here. I really don't know if this Sahabi was a he or a she. So I'll refer this Sahabi as a third person. So this Sahabi bought the wheat, and this person also had some weapons. So altogether okay, let me go with he. Okay, he kept it somewhere in his house, and that got stolen. Okay, so the next day he complained it to his nephew that I had some wheat in my house and some weapons, and I cannot find them this morning, so someone stole it. And this nephew, his name is Qatada told his uncle or aunt. Qatada told the Sahabi that I know who stole your things, and this person belongs to Al-Khazraj tribe. Remember, Al-Aus and Al-Khazraj, they were enemy to each other. Okay, so they went to our Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and complained that this person, his name is Bashir from Al-Khazraj, he stole things from my house. So Bashir was called, and he was like, no, I did not steal. Why would I steal? I am a Muslim. These people are Muslim. They are my brothers. Why would I steal from my brothers? Okay, I did not steal, O Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In fact, my neighbor, who is a Jewish, he stole. And Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sent some men to search his house, and when they searched the Jewish man's house, they found the stolen products, and then was brought. I forget to speak English, and I forget about English grammar, and I have been studying this for past 25 years. Sorry. So all of these things, the stolen products, and the Jewish man was okay, was brought in front of our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I'm so sorry. This whole thing I'm describing is very difficult, so please bear with me. So he was like they all came together in front of our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the Jewish man was like, I did not steal. I did not. Okay, but there is no proof. Like he cannot prove. He does not have any proof for himself that he could like present in front of Allah's Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And why do you think this Bashir man blamed an innocent Jewish man? Because the Jewish were an enemy to the Muslims and Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So he thought, let me take advantage of this. This man, he's a Jewish, and not only a Jewish, he's also my neighbor. Let me blame him. So what Bashir did was he took all the products like the weapons and the wheat and everything, the stolen products, and he just inserted them into the Jewish man's house. The Jewish man did not understand anything. He did it in the darkness of the night, and the next day he got caught. And the family members of Bashir, they knew what Bashir was up to. So when Bashir approached them and told them like, you have to testify for me, 3 of his family members were like, okay, we will testify for you. The 4th member refused, like, no, this is going against Islam and going against our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We shouldn't do it. So he refused, or she refused, and the other 3 were like, okay, yeah, we will testify for you. So they all testified that yes, this Jewish man stole the products, not Bashir. So you should like acquit. I am not sure about the word, but yeah, this is the culprit. So Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam blamed him and everything, and the Jewish man was like, I did not steal. The Al-Khazraj and Al-Aus, they were like, Al-Aus blamed Al-Khazraj that your man stole. So you see this, they were already an enemy to each other, and yes, they were accepting Islam and they were like Muslims and everything, but anything could have happened in that critical time, because the situation was volatile. And then our Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the last thing he wanted was another fight or another war in Medina, because that would hurt Islam, that would hurt the Muslims, that would hurt the community that our Rasul was trying to build in Medina. It would have caused a lot of harm if there was any kind of war. So uh, our Rasul made peace within the two groups, the two tribes, the powerful tribes of Medina, and everything, sent them home. The falsely accused man, Jewish man, was also sent home and everything. And then Allah Rabbul Alamin enters the scene. He sent Jibril alayhi salam to our Rasul and revealed ayat number 105 to ayat number 113 of Sura An Nisa, and he told our Rasul the Jewish man is innocent. In fact, it's Bashir who is actually the original thief. And the Bashir was called, and Rasul told him, like, Allah Rabbul Alamin, let me know that you are actually the thief. And here is 110 ayat of Surah An Nisa, where Allah Rabbul Alamin is giving second chance to Bashir. Like, okay, you have done whatever you have done, you still have second chance. You can ask for forgiveness from Allah Rabbul Alamin, and you will find Allah Rabbul Alamin very forgiving. So this is the ayat. And whoever does evil or wrongs himself, but afterwards seek Allah's forgiveness, he will find Allah oft forgiving and most merciful. So, teaching point. If you do wrong against yourself or against other people, just ask for forgiveness from Allah Rabbul Alamin. Ask for forgiveness from those people. But if you find it hard, it's very easy to ask for forgiveness from Allah Rabbul Alamin, and Allah Rabbul Alamin will show you a way. Okay? So this was the teaching point. This was what Allah Rabbul Alamin was trying to teach Bashir. But guess what Bashir, this idiot man, did? He left Islam. He left Islam. He left Medina. He went to Makkah. He shook hands with the Quraysh, the ultimate enemy of Islam and our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He was basically, he tried to help Quraysh against the Muslims. And he took shelter in this woman's house. When the woman got to know that this man did this to our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and did this in Medina, she kicked him out. Like, he cannot stay in my house, get out. And he was kicked out, but she was kicked out. And then he went again and took shelter in another man's house in Makkah, and there he died. Okay, he died. So this is how he died. This wall broke over him, and he sustained some injuries, and due to those injuries, he died. And then Allah Rabbul Alamin revealed ayat number 115 of Surah An Nisa. Okay. And whoever contradicts and opposes the messenger of Allah after the right path has been shown clearly to him and follows other than the believer's way, we shall keep him in the path he has chosen and burn him in hell. What evil destination. So Allah Rabbul Alamin tried to give him second chance. Bashir did not accept it, did not ask for forgiveness from Allah Rabbul Alamin. He pursued his own way. He thought that this is the best. I will not admit to anything. I will not ask for forgiveness from anyone. He went against Islam. He went against Allah Rabbul Alamin. He went against our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then Allah Rabbul Alamin says that, okay, if this is the path you want to pursue, then you can pursue. No problem. But your ultimate destination is going to be hell, and there you will live forever, and that will be your forever destination. Okay? So this 115 ayat actually answers a very critical question that often people have. Do we have free will? And this Allah Rabbul Alamin shows that yes, to some extent we do have free will. Our choices can make or break our akhidah. Our choices can make us Jahannami or make us Jannati. This man could have asked for forgiveness, and he could have become a Sahabi again, like a true Muslim again, and he could have become a Jannati, but he was so unfortunate because of his ego and arrogance and whatsoever it is. He chose the wrong path and he became a Jahannami. So make good decisions, make right choices so that you can end up in Jannah. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, if Allah Rabbul Alamin puts enough rahmah onto us, we can become a Jannati if we make right choices, right? Because on Day of Judgment, we are going to be asked about our choices, why we did that, why we did, various things and everything. So yeah, I hope I could explain you the whole incident, the thieving incident, the things that were going in Medina and everything, and how critical it was. It took me some time to understand. It was not easy and not easy to present in front of you people. And yeah, my video is getting long, which I don't like, so like I'm like stopping. If you have learned anything from this video, please let me know. It makes me happy. Make me happy. Okay. And inshallah, alhamdulillah, I'll see you next video. Assalamu alaikum. This is Yuka Speaks, and my name is Eva Tasneem.